The Amazing World of Gumball was one of my favorite shows growing up, and I still rewatch it from time to time. The last episode of the original series ended with a cliffhanger, and after that, a 7-year void ensued. And now the show is finally back with a new title, The Wonderfully Weird World of Gumball, which isn't a 7th season and more of a continuation of the original series. As of now, 20 episodes have been released, with another 20 on the way for a total of 40. So here's what I think about them. It's not a bad episode, but as the first, it's underwhelming. I expected the characters to at least acknowledge the time skip, given how the original series ended, and I think this episode would have been better received if it weren't the first one. Nicole is one of my favorite characters from the original show, so I'm always glad to see her get the spotlight. I found myself liking the ChatGPT assistant, and also the VR Nicole model looks very cool. This episode was weird, and not in a good way. I get what they were trying to portray, but I didn't find it funny. The Distance paired up the duo as a legitimate couple to pose a commentary on codependent relationships, and I just found that off-putting, given that they are brothers. The Thing is one of the best episodes of the whole show. It really got to me. The final thing that jogged Richard's memory was a kiss from his wife, and that was wholesome. I love it whenever Nicole and Richard get to be a couple and enjoy each other's company. Also, Granny JoJo's cameo was hilarious. I appreciate the message, but this one just didn't do it for me. Seeing Tina going wild at the end was the best part. Thankfully, the next episode is much better. In this one, the family wants to take Anais to an amusement park because they feel they haven't been paying attention to her. It's very cute, and the jokes landed. This one was entertaining, and the whole sequence with Mr. Small astral projecting was visually cool. Also, I can't stand astrology and all those pseudosciences, so it's always nice to see them rightfully made fun of. I do think that the emotional angle in this episode suffers due to the fast pacing, but it still has some genuinely sad bits. Just like The Thing, this episode is a great Richard showcase, as he is defeated by the trauma caused by his mother at first, but eventually, with the help of his family, he's able to cheerlead his heart out and amidst the judges. The family hyping him up, coming together to help Richard overcome his trauma, was amazing, and it reminded me how much I love seeing the Wattersons interact with one another. This episode is also a nice callback to the Season 1 episode from the original show, where Gumball did a tryout for cheerleading without hesitation, which contradicts Richard. Richard isn't perfect, but it's clear he's breaking the cycle and being a better parent, even if unknowingly. And ending the episode with a hurt Darwin saying,
"Give me an E! Give me an R!"
was just the icing on the cake. One thing this season is doing pretty well is giving the spotlight to secondary characters. In this one, Molly gets an important role, and I'm glad she did because I like Molly. I also think her power is insanely OP. She's probably one of the strongest characters in Elmore. Once again, this episode gave depth to a secondary character. I don't know how popular my opinion is, but Miss Simeon has always been one of my favorite characters. I don't know why. She's just very entertaining to me. In this episode, Miss Simeon explains to Gumball that teachers have to hustle due to the school's budget shrinking every year, and she bought new laptops for the class, which she purchased with her own money. Gumball bursts into tears and hugs her after learning what she has to give up to help her class. We don't usually see these two get along due to their teacher-student relationship, and this was heartwarming. I don't think this episode was terrible, but I wouldn't put it among my favorites. This is because I often dislike episodes that make fun of the youth's current obsession. I liked how it showed the homeless guy's backstory, and the stethoscope lady was cool. She reminded me of the highwayman from Over the Garden Wall. This was the most forgettable episode to me. I don't even know what exactly didn't work for me, it just didn't. The trippy sequences were cool though. This is such a weird episode. Carrie and Darwin are cute together, but then that scene at the end happens. Carrie and Darwin had kissed before while she was a ghost, so why did I have to see that with my own eyes? I also don't like that Darwin just can't say I love you to Carrie at all. Why are they even dating if she apparently can't feel love? It's also a retcon that people from the underworld can't feel love. Richard just can't get a bad episode in this season. That part with him showing Anais his drawing just made me go, aww. My favorite part was seeing Darwin getting trained by the assassins with a jolly expression. 10 out of 10 episode. I honestly was hoping to see another anime fight between Yuki and Nicole, but seeing Yuki get thrashed by her own house was equally satisfying. In this episode, I liked Mr. Robinson's backstory that explains why Rocky doesn't hang out with him or Margaret that much, but the ending left a sour taste in my mouth. What made me like the portrait so much was seeing the whole Watterson family in one episode together. It was also interesting to see that now Frankie is dating somebody, although I do hope in future episodes they'll explain why Nicole's parents divorced. This is the worst one, and I don't even want to talk about it. This episode was a huge missed opportunity in my opinion. So at the end, it's revealed that the whole thing was one large, mean-spirited prank on Gumball, one that Penny joined in with to humiliate her boyfriend in front of her family. Gumball rightfully crashes out on them all, but then immediately drops it when Patrick offers for him to sing some karaoke. This was the perfect opportunity to show that even someone as optimistic and forgiving as Gumball has his limits, and for Penny to be put into Gumball's position for once and realize that she isn't the perfect angel who can do no wrong. Gumball crashing out on Penny and telling her that he needs space from her would have been an impactful mid-season cliffhanger. So in conclusion, are these episodes good? Did the show live up to the hype? My answer is yes, but not entirely. If I had to describe the first batch of episodes in a sentence, I'd say hit or miss, but the heart of Gumball is still there. Overall, I liked 12 out of 20 episodes, and only truly disliked 4 of them. But honestly, I don't blame the writers for this. They're probably just trying to put their foot back into the shoe after 7 years. The only thing that pissed me off was the complete lack of scenes involving the Void and Rob. It felt weird how they completely ignored that plot point, given how the original show concluded. Apparently, these topics will be relevant in the second half of the season, so we'll see how that goes. So in conclusion, I think that these episodes were mostly good. They were meant to ease everyone back into the world and characters, which they accomplished for me. And the rest of the season will probably be about easing everyone back into the lore with the Void and Rob. My rating for now is 7.5 out of 10. Thanks for watching and have a great day.